All right, hey everybody, back with another news feed for you here, and starting this one off, BYD and Stellantis both dismiss Chrysler acquisition rumors. BYD visits spark rumors, Chrysler hair eyes brand buyback, whatever. But anyway, point being right here, I mean, who writes that stuff? Okay, but anyway, the rumor that was out there that BYD was going to buy Chrysler, possibly even Ram. We've been hearing that kick around quite a bit in the automotive industry, that BYD might do it. That way they could get a way in the U.S. and have that luxury, but they both have been put it to rest. It says right here, sources within the industry have indicated that BYD officials recently visited several key Stellantis facilities in North America. These visits reportedly included the Chrysler Tech Center in Auburn Hills, Brampton, Windsor plants in Canada, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff going on. And while this may not directly point to an impending acquisition, it certainly fuels speculation about BYD's intentions in the North American market. That is fear. Okay, that is real. That is a real concern about BYD coming here. But when it says to acquiring the established brands like Chrysler could theoretically offer BYD a smooth entry into the U.S. market, bypassing the hurdles. We know that too. But it did say in here that, where was it? Right off the bat in here. Both companies have publicly denied these claims. BYD going as far as to label their reports as fake news on their official account. Stellantis also issued a categorical denial, stating that no discussions are taking place with BYD. So this merger is not going, or this buyout of Chrysler by BYD is not going to happen. But there is definitely concern, and we should all be concerned about BYD finding a backdoor solution to get into the U.S. Okay, it's gonna happen one way or the other. BYD is too big, too powerful, too much to resist, and it's gonna come here. It's just, there's no way around it. We can fight it with everything we want. U.S. automotive market is highly competitive with established players from U.S., Europe, Japan, South Korea, all vying for market share. Introducing a new brand, especially one for China, would be challenging. However, it's with experience and success in the EV sector, BYD could offer something unique to American consumers. BYD is coming here somehow, one way or the other. Any way you cut it, but it's not buying Chrysler out. So moving on from there, these are the ones that we want to talk about here. It's pretty interesting to hear. So this right here, okay, I found this interesting. And there's a couple of them. There's more than just Lexus that we're going to dive into here. But this Lexus person bought a Lexus. Okay, and she said in here that she recently went to go get her oil change done for free. Okay, free oil change after all. They said they couldn't do it because the car has 10,700 miles on it, and it was supposed to be done at 10,000. She says they wanted to charge me $500 for an oil change. Do I look stupid? She said. Okay, grabbed my attention. I like some of the things I see on this daily dot, these little just real world people issues. Okay, the video got 92,000 views. And anyway, one user said, yep, it's more than a basic oil change. It's certain items due up at 10,000 miles. I own a LS 500. My next oil change and service is $1,150 plus tax, but this is my third Lexus, so I know what to expect. A second user here wrote, I have a Lexus that has a 10-mile, that's the 10-mile or 10,000 mile service. It's not just an oil change, Gina replied. Yeah, they didn't explain that to me. All I asked for was an oil change. I specifically said all I want is an oil change, nothing else. Third user suggested Go Toyota. I was there Saturday and saw someone drop off a Lexus RX, and they said people come to them because they are cheaper than Lexus to get the oil change done. All right, so some car enthusiasts consider Lexus a relative steal when it comes to maintenance costs. They're saying right here too. In short, why did she receive a $500 quote for an oil change? In short, it's more expensive to maintain a luxury vehicle because they are more complicated than the average car, and technicians generally require more training. Do you believe we just read this sentence out loud? Okay, when we're talking about a Lexus, which is the same as all the Toyotas. Okay, which is the same. I mean, the Infiniti is the exact same thing as the Infiniti, same thing as what the Nissan is. Okay, this is, I cannot believe we're stating this sentence. Okay, it's more expensive to maintain a luxury vehicle because they are more complicated than the average car, and technicians generally require more training. Additionally, as one of the Mercedes owners finds out, luxury brands tend to recommend more regular filter changes and other routine maintenance at the 10,000 mile mark. I have that covered. We're getting to that in a minute, okay? So, yeah, it gets even better than this. However, some car enthusiasts consider Lexus a relative steal when it comes to maintenance costs, particularly compared to other luxury brands. As the luxury division of Toyota, Lexus maintenance costs are cheap, relatively speaking, wrote Motor One blog. Repair Pal ranks Lexus in sixth place overall for its low ownership cost. Lexus owners spend about $551 per year on maintenance. Well, how can they spend $551 per year on maintenance when they got to spend $1,150 at 10,000 miles, or as she did, $500 for an oil change every 10,000 miles, but somehow this is their maintenance cost? Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And then now here's the real part though. In a Reddit thread, users generally reported paying about $100 for a regular oil change at their local Lexus dealership, although some say it's cheaper to go to Toyota to get it done there too. Why? Because it's the same motor. But anyway, I found it interesting that the couple things in here. Now, I'm sure you can go get an oil change at your Lexus dealer, depending on the dealer, if it's a good dealer, for a more affordable price. But the fact that you got people on here that are stating that it's my next oil change and service will be $1,150 plus tax. Okay, and he's all proud of that because this is his third Lexus. And then you got her just saying, I just want an oil change, and they want to charge $500. And the fact that they refused her at $10,700 for it being free because she came in at $10,700 when she was supposed to be there at $10,000. And again, hearsay, I get that, but it's kind of, some of the stuff is a little on the shady side, if you ask me. But the key thing that grabbed my attention and made me dive deeper was where it said, about the filters and the Mercedes and whatever that was right here. Additionally, as new Mercedes owners found out, luxury brands tend to recommend more regular filter changes and other routine maintenance at the 10,000 mile mark. We're going to dive into that, okay? So we go over here. A salesman told me not to buy, blah, 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 talking about a Mercedes, okay? They got 85,000 views, 500 comments on this article. But a Service A from Mercedes. Okay, they bought a Mercedes and he was told that it was too expensive. Okay, posted a video and said in on-screen caption, she wrote, a salesman told me not to buy a Mercedes because the oil changes are $500. Is that true? She's looking for information so she knows whether to buy this vehicle. Okay, well, here is the results. One user wrote, Service A is $450 and Service B is $950, includes a brake flush and filters. Well, we'll dive into that, okay? Another said Service A is very different from Service B. Service B includes fluid and air filters and cabin filters. Service A is just oil service. Do you see the prices we're seeing on here for basically on a Mercedes, but this is an oil change. And this is oil change and air filter. The cabin filter is like, what, $9? Okay, pretty interesting here. Other users denied that the cost that much to service a Mercedes, the owner should avoid going to the dealership to get oil changes. One user said said that about our Porsche, so I do it myself for $70. Of course. Second user said, my brother has a Mercedes and gets his oil change done at Walmart for $60. Even smarter. Okay, but what did Mercedes-Benz have to say about this? Okay, Mercedes says, according to them, the cost of an oil change for one of its vehicles will depend on the model and the price of the oil at time of service. Although you can expect it to run between $150 and $450. I mean, come on, do you believe that range, $150 to $450? You may be a little surprised at the cost of a Mercedes-Benz synthetic motor oil replacement, and that makes sense, the article states. It continues, your luxury vehicle will typically have more than one drain pan at different locations underneath it. This is because there are multiple points for synthetic motor oil to be added to your Mercedes-Benz, aiding in the overall performance. This also means that synthetic motor oil replacement can be more work intensive. A Mercedes-Benz may also need more synthetic motor oil compared to other vehicles, sometimes as much as 1 to 2 liters more. All of these factors combined mean higher prices for synthetic motor replacement. Woo! There you go. Now, what about service B? According to Mercedes, you should get service A every 10,000 miles and service B every 20,000 miles. Service A is a maintenance schedule that includes synthetic motor oil replacement, oil filter replacement, and fluid checks. Service B, $950 for service B. Remember, service B includes all that plus a cabin dust combination filter replacement, probably $10. Brake component inspection and brake fluid exchange. Some mechanics swear you should change your air filter at every oil change also. So it doesn't even include a air filter. It's not included. It's just so you're paying double. You're paying $450 for an oil change, or $500 more to get a cabin air filter, brake inspection, and brake fluid exchange. Is that not insane? That is the most ridiculous stuff I've ever heard. I'd love to know your comments. We got one more on here, though. It gets even crazier. Right here. Okay, this is from Motor One. These Bugatti Chiron headlights cost new Porsche 911 money. So what is that? Grab my attention. What kind of money are we talking about? Well, here's how much it is for these headlights. If you want these headlights, just to buy the headlights, okay, they are $164,000. Okay, yes, just for a set of headlights. Okay, for that price you could buy a 911, but just for these headlights, it's $164,000 just for the headlights. Let that sink in. Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. This is ridiculous. So what is this Bugatti Chiron thingamajobber? Well, here it is for you if you were curious. This is what it is. This is what it looks like. Here's what the interior looks like. It's all fancy, whatever. I would never own one. No way whatsoever. Could you imagine how many leaves I would suck into this area here when I'm going through the woods, and I don't know how I would be able to pull a trailer or get this through the swamps, so it's no good for me. But anyway, if you want one, there it is. Let me know your comments down below. Thanks for watching.